Craig here from Your Tech. I'm going to be reviewing the AM8PROT from Fifine today. I've reviewed a few different Fifine products in the past and I've always been fairly impressed with their value. Let's see if the PROT can keep that standard and give good value for performance. And we're on to the unboxing. You get a nice manual, the packaging's very good. I'm quickly just going to take everything out of the box and we'll go through them one by one. This is the microphone. As you can see, it's majority black with a red ring. There's an RGB accent on the bottom that you'll see when it's plugged in, and it has a USB-C, XLR and headphone jack in the bottom. You get a USB A to C cable with a little adapter on it to choose between A and C. It's a good length cable. You've got the microphone boom arm, which has also got the same adapter on it to go from USB-C to A, and a standard C clamp. Let's go through the specs and the different functions for this microphone. First, it has a touch mute button. So if I just tap the front of this, touch it again, and we're back. It also has this giant wheel knob on the front, and you get to choose between 3 different modes on how this works. You can choose the gain on your microphone, you can choose the volume of the headset if you're monitoring through the 3.5mm jack on the bottom, and you've got a mixer where you can choose the balance of your system sounds versus monitoring your own voice. I really like this, especially for something that's marketed towards streamers like this is. It means if midstream you need to check to make sure that your voice sounds okay and that the volume or the gain is high enough, you can switch over to that, change the balance, hear your voice more clearly, and then adjust as you need to. I really like this feature. I think it's very useful and it's good to see. With this mic, you get to choose your connectivity. You can either choose USB-C and plug it directly into your PC, or you can use XLR and plug it into an audio interface. The boom arm and the mic both come with some RGB accents if you're interested in that. At the minute I've got this on solid blue on both the arm and the mic, and you have a button on the bottom of the mic to change this little light at the bottom, and you have a button on the boom arm to change the light across the side. If you long press either of these, it will just turn the RGB off. Now, I'm a fan of RGB. I've got some on my walls behind me and I've got some in my PC, but it does feel a little bit gimmicky to me when it comes on an arm and a mic. However, at least you have the option to turn it off if you're not a fan of it, which is always a good thing. On the plus side though, the RGB in the mic and the boom arm is very diffused. You can't see any individual LEDs, which is good. Any of the different styles of RGB is quite fluid and does look quite good if you're into it. You've probably noticed during this video that I'm wearing a mic on my chest, as well as I've been talking into the Fifine mic. Now obviously this portion of the video isn't being filmed on the Fifine mic, but the rest of it has been. So that's your audio test. There is processing involved with all of the audio you have heard thus far, so I'm going to now do an audio test without any processing whatsoever. There'll be no filters, nothing will be added except gain if it's needed to be able to hear my voice. So let's have a look at how it sounds completely unprocessed straight out of the box. This is the test for the AM8PROT Fifine microphone. This is completely unprocessed with nothing but a little bit of gain added so that you can hear me properly. Hopefully it sounds okay, and hopefully there isn't too much difference between this and the processed audio. Next we're going to talk about the software. When you buy this mic combo set, it mentions in the manual and on the website about getting the Fifine Audio Genie software. And the software's fine. It's got everything in it that you'd expect it to have, plus a little bit extra. It's got RGB control in it. It's got an audio mixer in it, which is interesting to see, because Windows already has an audio mixer, and from what I can tell, it can't do anything more than what the Windows one can. It's got an equalizer for your in-ear monitor, so your system settings, if you wanted to listen to music, if you wanted it to sound a little bit different, if you wanted to up your lows or your highs, or any of that audiophile grade of stuff that you wanted to do with an equalizer, it's there if you want to use it. It's got a hardware config in it, so you can turn on noise reduction. Any of the things that you can do on the actual mic itself, you can also do in the software. To be honest, for everything that you would use it for, you can either do on the mic or in Windows. So to me, it's bloatware and it isn't necessary whatsoever. It doesn't change how the microphone sounds unless you tinker with it. And if you're tinkering with it, you're going to be doing that in your software anyway. So yeah, It's a little bit bloatware for me, and I don't think there's any need for it. Just stick to Windows and whatever software you're using for recording your audio anyway. On the whole, I'm quite impressed with this mic. It's not perfect by any means, and the RGB's a little bit gimmicky, but the actual performance of it is sound. Yeah, you're going to need to put a couple of filters on, and you're going to have to adjust the gain in whatever software you're using, whether it's OBS or whatever other software you use. But the actual crispness and the fullness of the sound, I'm quite impressed with, to be honest. Is it better than the original AM8? To be honest, I can't tell the difference in the sound. I went back and listened to my recording of the AM8 in a previous video, which I'll link here, and I can't really tell the difference. However, I do think that the little bit of feature changes and the feature set that this one has is a little bit better, and I quite enjoy it. I like this giant one wheel knob thing that just controls everything that you need. I think that's really cool. I love the touch to mute button. That's really handy. And I even like the one bit of RGB on it that actually makes sense. If you press this knob, you will change modes. So at the minute, I'm currently in the microphone gain setting, and as I turn this knob, there is a little bar that goes up or down to show how much gain you are applying to your voice, which I think is awesome. And then as you talk, you can see the actual bar itself moving. Now, if you want to talk louder, it will just be a completely solid bar. But as you talk a lot more quietly and a lot more at a normal volume, it is a much lighter, softer blue that doesn't quite reach the edges. And I like that you've got that visual representation of how loud you're talking. It makes it a lot easier to work out whether or not you're clipping. I've watched some videos on people reviewing this mic, and the one thing that isn't really spoken about enough, in my opinion, is the boom arm itself. Take away the RGB gimmick. The actual boom arm is a lot better than what I was expecting. I was expecting some throwaway trash boom arm that is just there for marketing. Cheap, flimsy, doesn't really do anything that's worth anything. But I'm actually really impressed, considering that this is a spring-balanced mic arm. It's surprisingly rugged and stiff, so wherever you want to put it, it will stay. Just to show you, I've got a mic arm up there that cost me £40 on its own that is not as stable as this. It wobbles. It could not in any way, shape or form handle being at full extension like this is and just staying exactly where I need it to be. The stability of this mic arm is surprisingly good, and it's so easy to adjust. You've got two little things that you turn to loosen it, put it where you want, tighten them back up, and it's sound. It really is surprisingly well made and surprisingly stable. The clamp for your desk is the typical cheap C clamp that you get in a lot of different things like this, but the actual arm itself, I'm a big fan of. It's very good. Everything feels relatively well made. The microphone is majority plastic. It doesn't feel the cheapest, but it also doesn't feel that premium. One of my biggest plus points for this is one that I haven't seen in the marketing material at all. I've not really seen anyone talking about, and that is how easy it is to use. You literally put it on your desk, attach it to the boom arm, plug the cable in, and it just works. That should be their #1 marketing material. I had to do nothing. Windows recognized it as a mic straight away and switched to it. At the absolute most that you'd have to do would go into your sound settings and change your mic to the AM8 Pro and you're done. It just works and it sounds fine out of the box. Yeah, you can do some audio processing so you can make it sound a little bit better, as you saw in the audio test, but on the whole, the fact that it's plug and play and works should be the biggest marketing push for this microphone. But is it worth the money? So this microphone at the minute is $89.99 on Amazon. I have seen it on sale for around £65 in the last couple of months. And I think for $89.99, it's a fair price. I think if you manage to get it on sale for £65, it's a bargain. For this level of audio quality, for a quality boom arm mic like this, for the feature set you get with this mic, and the adjustability of everything around it, I think it's fully worth the price of $89.99. I think if you get it for £65, you have got an absolute steal. If you're a streamer or you're looking to get into streaming, you want to either upgrade your audio setup or you're just looking to get into streaming, this could be a great option. For £90, you've got a boom arm, you've got a mic, you're ready to go, and it's plug and play. I'm quite a big fan of this. Again, it's not perfect. It is a dynamic microphone, so you do have to turn the gain up a little bit to be able to be heard properly. But as for the actual sound itself, everything is clear. Everything sounds how it should sound. It sounds like me. So that should be good, right? And that's the video. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to watch one of these two, and make sure you get subscribed and click that notification bell to see the upcoming videos from your tech. See you on the next one. Bye.